What's up, YouTube? So, today's topic, I'm going to talk about how I view life testing you or provoking you so you can feel pain, just so it could convince you to have like a cold heart or to like get angry. Now, I feel like because I'll be reflecting everyone's life. I mean, I'll be observing a lot of people's lives and I'll be observing my life too. And I realized, and Johnson, he even mentioned this too on his video, and he made a great point. He mentioned something like no matter what, this reality, this life, or this realm will always find a way to make you have a cold heart. And when he mentioned that, he made a great point because I'll be reflecting my life and shit, and not just my life, but other people's lives. But I'm first gonna talk about my life, and then I'm gonna talk about other people's lives. So based on my observation, but I realized that like I've been done so wrong so many fucking times. Like people betrayed the hell out of me. People stole the money from me. People like physically, verbally harmed me. They lied on my name. And like I wasn't even doing anything. Like I was going about my business, enjoying my life, and trying to do the right thing. And I've never came out of my way to harm these people. You know what I'm saying? And ironically, I realized all the people I've dealt with, I put into my life, like all these family members, past exes, and past friends, most of them, not all of them, but most of them are narcissistic and very like they're narcissists, and they don't only do this shit to me, but they do this shit to other people. How I know? Because I've seen this shit with my own eyes. I've booked tarot readings, and yes, they confirm that like all this shit they do to me, they do this shit to other people. This is what narcissists are known for. Narcissists are known for doing you wrong, but they have a history of doing other people wrong. So it's not just you. They do this shit to other people. This is why they always get hit with karma, and they might mess with the wrong person, and they might get their ass chewed. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's weird though, and like it's weird because I've been reflecting my life, and I'm like, damn, I haven't done anything. I haven't came out of my way to harm anyone. If anything, I was focused on my path and try to do the healing work and try to remain calm and just do my own thing. But life will always, just the fact that I was forced to be around narcissistic people in a very ruthless, psychotic, evil ass family, just the fact that I was born into that situation without my control, that tells you that no matter what, no matter how righteous you try to be, no matter how good, and I'm not talking about like, being a kiss ass or a people pleaser. I'm talking about like just doing your own thing and just try to do the best you can. Life will always find a way to either orchestrate or test you to fucking make you have a cold heart or to make you angry and bitter so you could like, you know what I'm saying? So like no matter what. So I think that's part of the rules and regulations of this reality and the rules and regulations of this realm, of this human experience. Chanson, he talks about this too. And I peeped that because like I feel like part of the rules in this human experience is to go through bullshit, pain, and suffering. Because like you observe everyone's lives and they all been betrayed, they all been cheated on, they all been like fucked over, they all have stolen money from them, and people are just screw them over and shit like that. That's one of the reasons why we have a lot of narcissistic people and demonic possession and fucking assholes. You know what I'm saying? So yes, don't get me wrong, it is part of the system. It is the system's fault. It is the Masons and these bloodlines. They're the ones that orchestrated a fucked up, evil ass, corrupt, money restricted, limited system, an outdated system that enhances more suffering and pain, and for people to lose trust with one another, because this realm is based on survival. It's not based on peace or happiness. It's based on survival. Right? This is why a lot of people are forced to do things they don't want to do. Yes, I do believe that plays a role. But at the same time, I also feel like this the rules and regulations of the human experience in general. That no matter how good, no matter how righteous you are, no matter how many times you try to do the right thing and follow your own path, life will always orchestrate or force people into your life to cause a lot of suffering. And that now you have a cold heart or you're on a healing journey. So it's like once you heal from abuse and you overcome it, and then life is going to throw more abuse towards you, and it's going to be a lot more worse. Then you overcome it, then there's like level 1, level 2, level 3, you know, and it can manifest any type of way. It can manifest as people like just like fighting you physically, stealing your money. It can manifest in you dealing with covert narcissists, or just some bullshit where like it's going to cause you to be closed off. This is why, like I said before, it's why there's a lot of narcissistic people, a lot of like people who are just assholes, because they've also dealt with, they also felt like they've lost their power, or their power been taken away from them, or like people trying to make them feel small. So now in return, the pain is just so deep that like they project that shit towards other people, so they won't feel the pain of them, even though they're going to feel the pain regardless if you're not healing or doing the healing work. You know what I'm saying? But like I be peeping that, man, because like it's crazy. I be reflecting my life and shit. I'm like, I've done the same people who done me wrong, all this shit. I've done nothing like out of character to them. I've done nothing to fucking like harm them. If anything, the only time I harm these people is when it's out of self-defense or revenge or justice. For example, if you're familiar with my channel, watch all my videos, like all the shit my mother put me through when I was just trying to get my stuff. Before I left, actually, the same way she stole my stuff and took all my shit away, I grabbed all of her clothes and I threw that shit to the trash. I stole my other siblings' clothes. I stole my stepfather's clothes, and they got some nice clothes. See, I'm actually wearing my stepfather's sweater right now. You see her here? And this right here, that's actually my brother's jacket. See, so, hey, and I also punched my mother's room window, so I made a hole. So now she got to clean that shit up, and I made a whole mess within the family house, just so I can send a message that like you're not gonna fucking abuse me, take my shit, and then spread lies or rumors to have other family members gang up on me, kick me out the house, give me a restraining order, even though you guys will keep harassing me and shit like that. All the lies y'all put me through, all the physical, verbal abuse. Well, guess what? Now that I'm in your fucking house, and not only that, and when I was planning to take my stuff because they keep throwing my stuff away, I wasn't planning on doing all that shit. But they kept calling me, they kept insulting me, harassing me, and all this bullshit. I'm like, okay, bet. So again, that resulted in me trashing up their fucking house, taking up all my family shit that I'm wearing right now, and I threw most of her shit away in the trash. And I took some of her personal items, drove like miles away, and I threw it away in the middle of the desert and shit like that. And how I look at it is, it's karmic justice. Will I get karma for that? Will it backfire? Maybe. Who knows? But from my perspective, how I look at it is, I think it's justified, because if people are going to constantly get out their way to constantly disrespect you, abuse you, put you all this bullshit, why not fight back? Use your free will to fight back. Yes, unfortunately, karma is a thing to where, like, I feel like even though people are abusing you and you defend yourself, I feel like karma will kind of justify it. But if you go to the extremes, and that's when you get your karma. This is why there's a saying, what people do to you is their karma, and how you react is yours, right? Which I believe in that. But I feel like my shit was kind of justified. This is why I don't feel guilt, and actually I feel proud of myself, you know what I'm saying? Just so I can send a message that, like, you're not going to do this shit. You think you get away with that? Nah. And not only that, but I'm teaching them a life lesson that, like, if you guys keep doing this shit to other people, it could get worse, because there's certain people where you just don't want to mess with. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what people are capable of. So I'm kind of sending them a message to, like, because I know they don't do this shit to me, they do this shit to other people. If you do this shit to the wrong person, you either get killed or some other worse shit is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So, and who knows, maybe I might be that person. So it results in me taking their clothes. I'm nice and comfy, and I put their shit in trash, and I not damaged, but I trashed up their shit pretty much. But that's where I'm getting at. Is like, life will always, like, it doesn't matter how righteous you are or like how much you're in the right path. Life will always find a way to kind of test you, to test your heart, and to test your heart, your spirit, pretty much, to see if you're gonna become the abusers who abuse you or shit like that, which is understandable. But I feel like sometimes it gets annoying, or like it gets too much, or I feel like the universe is overdoing it to where like innocent people are trying to do right, they get heavily attacked, and I feel like it's a thing no one really talks about. I feel like my conclusion, I could be wrong, but could be like the rules and regulations of the human experience or the universe, who knows? But all I do know is that, like, at times, if life is gonna do that shit, then why not use your free will to retaliate back? You know what I'm saying? Not in a reckless way to where you're harming innocent people. I'm not talking about harming innocent people. I'm talking about defending yourself from abusers, and sending the message, and setting the tone that, like, hey, you're not gonna do this, you're not gonna do that. If you are, there will be repercussions and consequences. Chan Wan talks about this. See, this is why, like, I really love Chan Wan's mindset, because he has a type of mindset to where, like, if you're gonna fuck with him, if you're gonna try him, then he's gonna make you pay repercussions, and he's gonna make you he's gonna let you, like, learn and regret about that shit. So this is what I like about Chan Wan. Like, he stands his ground, and he has he knows who the fuck he is, and that's what I'm getting at. So, like, when people are constantly, and I'm not saying follow my advice, I'm just saying, like, that's what I've been doing recently. And I'm not saying, like, I feel like just follow your intuition. Everyone's different, but, like, if someone's constantly putting you through bullshit, at times it doesn't hurt to give them that same energy. Knowing that, because especially, like, if you're trying to do the right thing, if you're in your right path in life, and no matter what, it's dumbass people, it could be demonic entities, a devil, God, spirit, whoever the fuck is trying to, like, just mess with you. At times, just retaliate back, you know what I'm saying? If you have the energy. If you don't, I'm not saying you have to retaliate back. If you don't, then just let it. Then if anything, if you don't retaliate back, then it just means like you're unbothered and like these people aren't at your level to the point where you have to give them your energy. You know what I'm saying? But there's levels. At times it is necessary to send these people a message. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it's weird though. Like it does get annoying. Like I kind of peeped that. Like, and I understand. I feel like it is a test where God or the universe or this reality, spirit, our higher self, or who the fuck is trying to test our like heart. It's trying to test our like free will. They're trying to test to see. Okay, I'm gonna orchestrate a situation to where like you're gonna be abused, you're gonna get taken advantage of, you're gonna get lied to, and a lot of injustice is gonna happen to you, even though it's not your fault. Will you become the same types of people who inflicted those things onto you? Will you become narcissistic? Will you project your pain onto other people? And or will you rise above it, see through it, and become a better version of yourself, heal from it, and help other people along the way? And I feel like that ties into a lot of narcissism and why people act the way they do. That's very unjust, you know what I'm saying? But some people in the spiritual community, they call it spiritual warfare. They call it like, I don't know, it's whatever. But I don't know, but I be peeping that. But basically the moral of this video is that like sometimes it is okay to give people the same energy they're giving you. Just be mindful. Just try not to overdo it. And like I said, just listen to your intuition. Because the things I did, I felt like it was justified, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't went to the extreme to where like I've taken more of their shit or damaged more. Like I didn't damage any personal property. All I did was punch a hole in my mom's mirror window so she can't use it no more. I took her shit, threw her shit in the way. I stole my brother's clothes and my stepfather's clothes. And my stepfather, he kicked me out of the house and he flicked me off like a couple years ago, and I wasn't even doing anything, and he took my shit like that. And you know what I'm saying? So okay, so I'm like, okay, you can do that. Since I can't physically see you or fight you because you're always hiding, then I'm gonna take your shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm wearing it right now. It's actually really comfortable, and I got more stuff too. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. And more of the story, just try to keep your head strong, but most importantly, always do the healing work. Cause life, again, it's my own perspective, and again, all of our lives are different. But how I look at it is this: unfortunately, life is gonna. I hate this too. I don't agree with it, but life is gonna throw bullshit at you, no matter what. Life is gonna always test you and test your heart and test to see if you're gonna be cold-hearted or test if you're gonna become the abusers who abuse you. It gets annoying. Trust me, I've been dealing with this shit like for years. Trust me. This is why in my old videos, I told myself like, how the fuck am I not in jail? How am I not becoming psychotic? You know what I'm saying? All the things I've been through, you know? But a human being can only take so much. This is why don't hold your emotions in. Let it out. Scream, yell, do therapy work, do what you got to do so you won't become the abusers. The reason why narcissists are the way they are is because they've also experienced the same things, but they didn't do the healing work, or like they think they're weak just because they feel pain, and therefore they're not gonna let it out, and they refuse or acknowledge their inner child and their sensitive side. And once they do that, that's how they become cold-hearted and project their pain towards other people, which either way it's a lose-lose situation. Because if you're gonna get abused by people, right, and if you internalize it and not do the healing work, if you project that shit towards other people, yeah, you may get away from it from like a certain amount of time, but eventually karma's gonna catch up to you, or you might mess with the wrong person and they might fuck you up, or you have multiple people out to come get you, especially the older you get, and you're gonna burn a lot of bridges. People aren't gonna fuck with you. They're not gonna trust you, and they're gonna view you different, and then that in return is gonna ruin your opportunities. It's gonna ruin your connections, and your life is all fucked up. So not only are you dealing with that, but you're also dealing with the pain of not healing your inner child, not healing your wounds in your emotional body. So imagine experiencing all this shit all at once versus experiencing abuse from people, and instead you can take the other route of healing your inner child, healing your wounds, doing therapy work or doing shadow work and stuff like that, and not projecting your pain onto other people so you won't get that karma backlash. You know what I'm saying? So not only you're gonna feel, even though in the process of doing your shadow work and healing your pain, it is painful. It is like, it's a slow process too. It's gonna happen overnight. It's a slow process. Just like what Chauncey once said, it's not an overnight thing. It's a lifestyle. So once you do that, but each and every day you're getting better, and you're not projecting that shit towards people. So not only you're gonna attract better things to your life, but spirit, I feel like, or life is gonna reward you to get double the blessings and shit like that. And you just become a more wiser, more emotionally intelligent, more like compassionate person. So there's a lot of benefits in doing the healing work. You know what I'm saying? You'll gain a lot more wisdom. You become the opposite of your abuser. So you're helping other people. You're more compassionate. You're more understanding, which in turn will give you more knowledge and wisdom, and you create more opportunities for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I gotta say. And but yeah, but it does get annoying though. Where like no matter, you could be mind your own business. Life will always fucking do shit to kind of test your heart. Is what I noticed. I really do peep that shit. But just acknowledge it, trying to learn from it. No, it's not fair, and you're not alone. But just try to recognize if it happens and try to find ways to overcome it, so you won't become the same people. Just know that you're not going crazy. It's just life. This is how the rules and regulations of this game is. You know what I'm saying? So might as well just play it, so it won't screw you over in the long run, I guess. But that's all I gotta say. Have a good one. Peace.